What's happening, bro? How you feeling?
What up, man?
That's my man right there, Michael K. Williams. Do you have kids, man?
Not biological. I got 3 though. 2 sons and a daughter.
How do you deal with your kids, man? Because I'm having the worst time with this.
Oh, no. My kids is grown. My eldest son is 31. My second son is 30, and my daughter's 27.
Thank the Lord, man. Did you ever did you inherit them at that age, or did you grow up with the kids?
No, I grew up. My eldest, they've been calling me daddy since Elijah was 8 years old, and the rest of them obviously were younger. So I've been their father. I did my bid.
Exactly. People don't understand it is a bid. Like I'm trying to get it is a bid. It is a bid. Having kids is like having a broke best friend. It's like they're your best friend, but they don't have any money to bring to the table.
And while I'm here, let me just give my middle son, my middle child, my youngest son, a shameless shout out. Everybody, man. Kareem, poetic chef. He's an amazing cook. He's a good person, man. He cooks for him right now. One of his clients is my brother Joe Budden. Everybody, poetic chef. He's an amazing chef. You ever needed somebody to come and cater your event? My son is the man. Shout out to Kareem. I love you, Kareem. I love you, Elijah.
Listen, Kareem, I usually, in the next 2 to 3 weeks, I'm going to start doing different things on this show. So there's going to be different segments. The 5th of June, I am having a cook come on. Maybe the week after, you can come on and cook. Just make sure that we can hook it up and set it up, and I'll do it, man. What's his best dish? What's the dish that he cooks that you absolutely love?
Well, we Caribbean, so he does this thing. He makes his own homemade marinades from scratch. He does this thing with salmon and shrimp. That's just like bananas, man. We eat healthy, you know what I mean? Sauteed vegetables. He actually taught me a few things about how to, keep the vegetables clean and saute. We don't use a lot of salt, but it's very tasty. Like I said, we Caribbean, so you're gonna get that flavor, but it's clean, not a fish.
I like that. I don't eat meat. I don't eat pork. I don't eat poultry. I haven't for 35 years, man. So I'm definitely.
Scoop, you look amazing too, bro. I was just talking about that with my colleague Dana, man. We were just saying, man, how I could see your hard work, man. You taking care of yourself, bro. It shows.
Thank you, man. So people, if you don't know, when the coronavirus hit, I was with Maya. I was on tour with Maya. Now, if you know
dance with Maya.
Yeah. She's
straight
looked
vegan. She's straight vegan.
Straight vegan. She has looked 25 for 45 years. I think Maya's about 70
That's right. That's right. Shout out to Maya.
Yeah, and she. Anytime I ate anything wrong, she would look at my face. And when they said the pre-existing conditions were getting people on the coronavirus tip, yes, I stopped eating all sweets and I went right to the juicing machine. I haven't left the juicing machine since then. No bread, no rice, no anything. Every once in a while, I have a bag of popcorn, and my cheat day is a soy burger and quinoa. That's where I'm at with it, Mike.
Bro, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up, bro.
I'm definitely with it. So I want to start this out by saying one thing first and foremost. Mike is one of my heroes. When I get my office in my house, and that will be soon, when I get back to a house, which is going to be soon, I'm going to have a bunch of pictures on my wall. And these pictures in my office are going to remind me to keep moving, keep going, and keep striving. I'll give you a couple of people that I'm going to have pictures of. Tom Brady, for never quitting and the hunger to stay #1, and when you become #1, never quitting. Fat Joe, for constantly improving from where he started in the business to where he is now. Andrew Hawkins, who was a receiver for the Cleveland Browns, for never quitting when they shut the door on him like 10 or 15 times. And then I also am going to have you for being the quote-unquote anti-Hollywood looking dude and being able to crack that stereotype and become successful. So I just want to let you know that, and that's actual facts. That ain't no BS or no nothing.
Thank you, Scoop. I appreciate that, bro.
It's real talk. So let's start here. What's the first regular job you had? What did you do before acting?
My first job ever. Hold on a second. This storm is coming. Let me close my deck door. Give me 2 seconds.
Listen, I don't want your house to be full of rain. I don't want that man's house to be full of rain. Next thing you know, he talking to me. He can't get on Instagram because the whole house is raining.
Man, my first job I ever did, man. I used to, well, you know, I'm Caribbean. My mom, we first generation, man. So, you know, what I mean, I have to work early, man. So my first job, I was 13 years old, and my mother worked in a sweatshop in Bedford-Stuyvesant. There was a sweatshop on Lafayette Avenue, right up the block from LG, Lafayette Gardens. And in the summer months, I would work there, and I would sweep the floors. At the end of the day, for them, you know, when the scraps hit the floor, I would keep the floors clean, like how they do in the barber shop. I did that from 13 all the way through 16. And then when I got 18, I became a messenger. I do bike messenger in the city after school and whatnot. And then, you know, after that, I found the temp world. You know, remember the temp agencies when I get a little quick bang bang. I did that for most of my little knucklehead 20s, and until I started really buckling down.
You said that you were a dancer. You said
Yes,
you
sir.
danced with Maya, right? People
Yes.
wouldn't expect that. So where did you dance? Who were you dancing with?
Well, most of my jobs were from the house world, man. But you know, I would tell you the one that really picked me up off the block is my sister, Crystal Waters. She when she put that album out, Storyteller, with that, she had that record out, 100% Pure Love. I choreographed that alongside Big Les, and that was when my career really took off, man. Shout out to Crystal Waters. She kind of grew me up on the road out there. That was my first real experience on the road. Then I went from her to Technotronics, Pump Up the Jam.
Yeah,
Then,
pump it up.
yeah, man. Shout out to my homegirl Maya, man. Excuse me, to Manuela, man. I mean, Yaki K. That was my second gig, my second big gig. Did a little stint with Genuine. He took me overseas a few times, and then I got with Maya, and after Maya, my acting career started to take off.
Okay, so you've been talented on many different levels because I've seen you rap. So like I see you rap, I see you dance, I see you sing. It's just that people know you for the acting and know you for the biggest role that I know basically, which was Omar Little in The Wire. How were you able to break into acting? How were you able to work your way in there?
Through music videos, basically. You know, back in the day, you know, music videos could make or break one's career. And after I got this buck 50 in my face, you know, directors and photographers wanted to photograph me or ask me to get in front of their camera and play thug roles in music videos and whatnot. And it was on the set of a George Michael video. It was directed by Marcus Nispel. It was called, the name of the song is called Killer, where he redid Papa Was a Rolling Stone and Seal's Killer, and he mixed the two songs together. And Marcus Nispel, he assembled like what he considered the most interesting faces on the streets of New York at that time. I had the pleasure of being one of them. And on the set, he kept screaming at me in this thick German accent, "Emote, Michael, give me pain, give me pain." And I was like, what the fuck does emote mean? And you know, that's basically what they used to do in the silent movies. Is acting without words. In the old school black and white silent movies, they used to emote because there was no lines. And my light bulb went off, man. I was like, yo, bro, go hard or go home, Mike. And I put that in the universe, and you know, it was New York, man. You go on that grind, go on that hustle, beat that pavement up, started getting auditions, you know. But I got real blessed when I found the off-Broadway theater community in New York City. My first play I ever did was um, um, under Ellen Stewart, God bless her soul, man, at La Mama Theater on the Lower East Side, over there on LES. And then I went to Harlem at National Black Theater under another brother who's passed on now, Tunde Samuels. And we did a play called Endangered Species alongside my brother Earl Nash. You know, he's also passed on now, man. Shout out to the Bronx, man. That's my beloved, bro. But yeah, man, we did a play, man, up there in Harlem, and after that, I was pretty much off to the races.
So that's what got you. Now I'm sure there was a space between that and then HBO's The Wire. How did you wind up becoming Omar Little in that show?
Well, it wasn't. Yeah, there was a space, and what I did with that space was actually kind of funny. So you know, once I put it in the universe and made up my mind that I wanted to give myself a chance at acting, the train kind of left the station kind of quick for me. I started booking a lot, little things, especially when I started getting with the theater company and learning how to build characters. You know, but they was always saying, "You'll get to do with the scar." Get to do with the scar, and it was like that's all they think of me as a dude with a scar. And I was like, Mike, this is getting old for me, and if it's getting old for you, it's gonna be getting old for them real quick. And sure enough, the magic had stopped, and I wasn't booking shit no more, man. I got real bitter, and I just said, well, maybe this has run its course. Maybe this is why this ended the ride for me. I lived in projects. I'm from Brooklyn. We lived in the Vanderveer in Flatbush. Shout out to all my Veer heads.
Hold on, stop 1 second. People, if you don't know what that is, that's where it's very, very what we call real in the field. That's war zone. That's war zone. So I just want to give you guys some context. That's war zone. Continue, brother.
And my mom, man, God bless her. She opened up a daycare after she retired from working in the sewing community for her life. She retired and decided to open up a daycare in the community, actually in the building that she raised me in. And after I couldn't get no more gigs at working in the industry, I didn't want to go back to dancing. I was like, fuck it, Mom. I said, I'm going to come work with you at daycare. And I kind of coined myself her administrative assistant. She ain't really need me, but she hook a nigga up. You feel me?
Right.
But,
that's
and I did that for like a year and a half. I did that for actually all of 2000 and most of 2001. And it was, I wasn't behaving. I wasn't at my best behavior. You know what I mean? That narcotic was calling me every now and then. I struggled with that. You know what I mean? And I remember one night, I was in my crib. It was me. It was Ruck. God bless the dead. Sean Price. Price, yes, that's my home. I had to drive Sean to his gigs, bro. I had a red and black Blazer, and I had to drive Ruck to his shows and whatnot, man. That's my homie. But it was me, him, and my cousin. And we were sitting in my crib, smoking weed, drinking, chilling, and how we do, playing chess or spades. And we used to turn the TV on, but mute it, and play the music. And there goes an episode of mine from The Sopranos. And I was like, oh, shit. And I started looking around. I was like, something wrong with this picture. And so I gave it one more shot. I went to my mom. I said, yo, Mom, I got this feeling like I should just, give this industry one more chance, man. Just give it one more shot. If it don't work, that's it. She let me a couple racks to reinvent my package and get on my feet, get back out and get my feet in the water. And
that's somebody's mama. That's somebody's mama.
Shout out to Mom Dukes, bro. And I put my package together and I put it back into the water, and kind of reintroduced myself to the industry. And this was like around December of 2001, and I said to myself, okay, I know it's Christmas, but I'm gonna give it till January. Everybody gonna get my packet. They're gonna be like, oh, this dude is back. We gotta get him. Ain't nobody call me, Scoop. I was like, January. No, February. Only one person called me, man. One person returned my phone call, man, and that was Jimmy Roseman, man. From from Henchman, bro. Jimmy gave me a call and said, yo, bro, he took my meeting, and and then it must have been about March, and I ain't gonna front, man. My mom, I kind of got lost my way. I got slipped into a little depression. They put me a little bit of those antidepressant Jones, man. 9/11 that came and gone. I wasn't really feeling good about myself in the projects, broke, And I get this phone call, man. My mom was like, "Yo, where's my loot?" Cause that was a loan, bruh. And,
oh shit! So your mother putting you in depression now. Now she got some depression.
Shit was hot. And she called me one day and she goes, "You have a fax." I go downstairs to the daycare, and that fax was the breakdown for Omar Devon Little. And I went and I put myself on tape with Alexa Fogel, and I never looked back.
Wow. The fact that you were transparent enough just now to say that you want depressant medicine, and that to me, that's a great thing, because a lot of times we as Black people feel like you can't share that. It's wrong to go to therapy. It's wrong to be on antidepressants. It's not cool. And the fact that you could say that openly, to me, shows the heart of a lion. Fatman Scoop.